I won this little beauty early on in the year, but I've only just got around to taking it out of the packaging. Only cost me £9.20 on eBay, and at the moment they're going for well over £100 for the same thing. That's assuming it works, and I have no idea on this yet, hence this video. The Iomega Clik was released originally in 1999, so this tech is over 21 years old at the moment. It didn't stay named the Iomega Clik for very long, because you may or may not be aware, but the Iomega 100 zip drive had something known as the click of death, where they started making this horrible click or clunking noise, and it was causing your zip drive to die. And not only that, it would ruin a disk, and if you put that disk into another zip drive that worked, it would break that one and you'd get the click of death on that one. So it's kind of like a physical virus. Very strange. But obviously not long after that, Iomega didn't want the term Clik to be associated with any of its products because of the click of death. So they renamed the Iomega Clik to actually Pocket Zip. All of these discs that came with it all say Clik, so these are the original discs, because a lot of the discs afterwards said Pocket Zip on it. It still said Clik on the PC card, but it said Pocket Zip on the actual discs. Well, let's take a quick look at one of these discs. Now these are all been labelled up by the previous owner. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and this one, whoops, dropped it, number 5. Okay, it's actually a floppy disk, but it's encased in a metal shutter. And I think if you pull this down, no, it's not going to let me, there's a catch somewhere. I'm not going to break it, he says, hopefully. But yeah, this shutter comes off a bit like the metal bit of a 3.5-inch floppy disk. But there we go, they're just because of the nature of the floppy disk of being able to rewrite data on it all the time, instead of writing what's on the disk, they've just written a number, and they would have kept a log in a little notebook or something, wouldn't they? Now what you do, comes with this really cool case. Look, what you do is they actually slide into the PCMCIA card. Look, it's all the way in. How cool is that? Standard connector on there. Out it pops. Lovely jubbly. But the big question is, does it work? I've powered up my trusty Dell DA20 retro laptop with Windows XP on, so let's see if this works natively or whether I need to install a driver for it. You never know. Let's stick it in. Let's see if we get... Oh, we've got a donk. Let's take a look in my computer, see if anything has appeared. Oh, it's there, look. The Iomega Clik. That's without a driver. Well, I suppose we should start with number 1. Let's stick it in. See what happens. There we go. Oh, I can hear it spinning. Oh. Looks like the previous owner has left some images on here, look. I've got a car. Let's see if it'll open. I think they've been in a crash at some point, haven't they, look? Wow, it's an absolute bargain, it works. Well, some of these photos aren't working, but yeah, but not bad for something that's 21 years old, is it, that? Okay, stop spinning. Let's press it in. That's number 1. That's a good start. Number 1 is working. Right, number 2. It's incredible that each of these tiny little floppy disks are 40 megabytes. Bearing in mind the 3.5-inch discs, they're only 1.44, weren't they? Yeah, I know Iomega did the Zip 100 and the Zip 250, but for something this portable, so small, look, Incredible. Oh, look, it seems to have disappeared. Let's eject the PCMCIA card. There we go. And pop it back in again. Doo-doo. Ah, that one's blank, look. Perhaps you have to eject it each time, I don't know. I've not read the manual. Let's see if there's any eject. Ooh, no, not format. Getting trigger happy, look. No, because he's trying to physically eject it and only I can do that, look. It's still there this time, look. Let's try number 3. Nope, nothing on that one, but that's still working, look. Must have been just a blip, I think, look. Let's eject that. No, that one's blank as well, look. I suppose I should actually test it, see if I can write something to it. Let's create a empty folder. There we go, we'll call it RCB test 1. Yeah, we can go in it, look. We'll create a text document. Yes, there we can. Call that 123. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog and farted. There we go. Do you want to save it? Yes, please. I can hear it whirring away. It's definitely saving it. So what, let's put it back in again just to prove that it's saved it on there. Yeah, there we go. It's definitely there, look. Let's close that down. Eject the disc. And last but not least, this little aluminium case, look, you can actually fit 2 of these floppy disks in it. I suppose 3 really if you leave one in the PCMCIA card. Ooh, well, this has got some files on, look. What have we got? Oh, more photographs. Dancing. Ah, okay, hopefully I'm going to blur these out. Yeah, it's always a good idea, folks, that when you're selling stuff on eBay, make sure everything's blank. But I guess what's happened here, because it's 21-year-old technology, they haven't got a laptop with a PCMCIA card or PC card slot, so they weren't able to test it. A bit of a risk, really. They must have thought they were blank, or perhaps they thought it didn't work. I don't know. But yeah, it does work. Fantastic. Thank you for watching. Please click on the like button if you've enjoyed the video or found it useful. And don't forget, if you don't want to miss any of my videos, click on subscribe. See you next time.